Good improvement there. Okay. Should have bought some armor for them. You know what, before I even get there, maybe I should go back to Byzantium and look for some armor. Upgrade some of their armor mechanics. Alright, let's do that.
We are now in orbit above Byzantium, Captain. To return. In one piece.
Faster up Bureau of Exploration. You know, now that I'm here, might as well turn this quest in and check the armor shop. Some of this cake.
Oh, I really do have the worst luck. When I gave you this job, I never expected you'd be so damned competent.
Thank you. Well, I do have a ship of my own.
Yes, go on and gloat. You've already ruined all my plans with your talent for staying alive. The tour's not real, friend.
I see.
Board shut it down years ago due to unacceptably high rates of fatalities. So I greased a few palms and got the tour up and running again. I outfitted every beacon with a recording device. Live footage of dim-witted mercenaries dying in gruesome ways across Halcyon. Oh, imagine the ratings.
I had the same thought, but a lot of people have died by going to the places I was going to.
Why the hell shouldn't it be legal? I filed the appropriate paperwork, I paid my dues. Look, never mind. Just take your reward and get out of my hair. One certified explorer's hat, courtesy of the Bureau of Exploration, with my compliments.
Weird dude. Okay. Let's go. And for Biker Max, armor. Wilhelmina Ambrosia. Maybe the other one next to it is defensive. I can't really go to guns, weapons, ammunition.
CNP board work.
Vacation, Cooper's Club.
Your best. Fine this week. Go. Peril, someone else.
Anthony's house of inebriation.
Please allow me to improve your drinking experience with fine cocktails and pre-approved banter.
How could I resist?
Request confirmed. Banter protocol activated. Welcome, attractive patron, to Billingsley's House of Inebriation.
Mr. Billingsley.
Have you tried our new cocktail sponsored by Rizzo's? 1 part purple spectrum vodka, 1 part artificial tomato-like substitute juice. We call it a Blue Bloody Mary.
I want to ask you something.
Oh, by all means.
What's it like working in Byzantium?
I don't believe in work. Work is for auto mechanicals and lower classes.
So how does everything get done around here? You're missing out. There's something to tell me about a hard day's work.
By auto mechanicals, of course. Byzantium's fleet of mechanical servitors are programmed to simulate a labor force, but without all the unsightly workers milling about. We all have our roles in society. I like to think of myself as an entrepreneur. This drinking establishment is my investment. Rizzo's Spectrum Vodka is about to release its newest color, ultraviolet, completely
Ultraviolet.
invisible to the naked eye.
Not brown? Bard Mayfield.
Hey, stand back. You. I'm part of Minister Clark's personal detail, and that means you gotta keep 5 feet back.
Aren't you supposed to? Are you supposed to be drinking on the job?
Of course not. But I'm not on the job right now. The others took me out to celebrate on account of me just getting hired and all.
What's so important about guarding Minister Clark?
He's basically the most important person in the colony, which makes me the most important guard in the colony. Yeah. That means I got a key to the minister's estate, my own personal
Interesting.
UDL
Key.
issued shotgun. They don't give those out to just anyone.
Key, you say?
That's right. Not just anyone is allowed to have a key to Minister Clark's residence. It's all very hot. That's a great idea. I'll have a Spectrum
Anything you tell me?
Oh, he's, Everyone tells me he's very private, okay? Besides, I just started. Oh.
Spectrum Vodka.
What can I do?
Yeah.
Then you'll want to...
You're a bartender?
Quite so. But I would never lower myself to do something as gauche as tending bar. My auto mechanic...
And yet you'll come to drink at the bar.
Please allow.
Spectrum Vodka. Vodka Orange Rizzo, Spectrum Vodka Red Rizzo. Let's just stick to one. Spectrum Vodka.
Hey, you look.
Here's to your promotion.
Here's to me. Hey, you're really great. Have I told you that? We should be friends. Wow, listen to me. I'm soaked. I should probably slow down before I'm face down on the tile somewhere. Who am I?
Alright.
Please allow.
So I can probably steal a key from him. Let's just get all 8. And
Hey, you look. Wow! You got like this crazy energy. Has anyone ever told you that? You're like a manosaur. You got a manosaur energy. Oh, Laws. I gotta stop. I'm seeing at least 2 of you.
Eat some cake. Here, have another one.
I really shouldn't. I'll have the worst hangover tomorrow if I don't stop.
Nonsense. You've got another in you. Doctor's orders.
There you go, Ellie.
Guess I can't argue with that. Yeah. Was that one supposed to taste like Purple Berry Crunch? Or am I just tasting breakfast? I don't feel...
Optional speak to the Mistress Guards. Most of the vodka to do him may feel limit into the battle, so this your chance to grab his key.
I just need to sit down.
Yes, sir. What the hell? Take F. That's kind of funny. Alright. Unexpected. Oh, they were trying to do
You
that.
cannot understand a problem until you free yourself from the desire for an answer.
Okay, buddy. Not in the mood for your esoteric conversation right now. Let's close that. Yeah, I was even trying to get that. I'll proceed with that quest. Yeah, I kind of like discoveries like this. Convince Caleb to return to work. I have to do this quest. Not yet though. At Central. Actually.
Out with it, you wretched contraption!
Didn't realize you were an ex-con, Vicar.
Technically, I was a priest, not a prisoner.
Times have you seen
Oh,
terror?
so you could leave whenever you wanted.
No, I had to fulfill my duties first.
Then you had a sentence.
Odeon Pictures. Is there where Halcyon Helen worked more of the wall? Here it is. Ellie, Vicar, Max, awkward. Those armors must not be comfortable.
You're considering it, aren't you?
My cousin's in pictures. That business makes piracy look civil.
Great! You made it! Listen, I know you're expecting a script.
Got it.
We gave the
Use your weapon to keep things authentic and cause jokers. Okay, good. Very good idea.
Don't think it. Now go in there, find your mark, and show us what you...
Okay, alright, let's quick saving.
Well, well. Here to stop us at last, Captain Steele? You're too late. All of this settlement CNP Hungry Time food pills, same nutritional value, but now with added filler, are ours.
I see.
With their patented stomach stuffing effects and baseline vitamin content, we will be nigh unstoppable.
Joke's on you, idiot. Those crits are just decoys.
They are? What an unexpected twist. You may have fooled me for now, but not for long.
Which side is my good side?
Do you remember the last time we faced each other? The Battle of Axejack, staring one another down across the void of space while flaming debris fell like rain around us.
What you described is impossible.
Hey, I didn't write this. Just go with it. I had you surrounded and outgunned, but you overcame my superior numbers with tactical thinking and a Hammersmith limited edition grenade launcher. I've been waiting for 5 years now, and at
Sponsorship.
last my day for vengeance has come. I just got chills. But still, you'll not stop me now. I have this whole port wired with sub-micro energon transistors. Once we're away, I'll activate the gamma particulate field and the quantaponic chain reaction will turn this whole place into vaporized plasma. Speechless, I see. It is a flawless plan. I hope you've paid your burial fees and signed your personal death and dismemberment waivers because this is the end for you. Line. Never mind, I think that's seen. To the break room, everyone. I need my Moab fizzy tea.
Cut! That was fantastic. With actors like you, who needs writers? Let's take 5.
Whatever he offers you, ask for more.
There's my star. Walk and talk with me.
Okay.
That was brilliant stuff. Do you write your own material?
Just tell me what's next, you do bad. You wrapped it on shit acid?
Amazing. Just firm up that jawline, and you'll be a triple threat. I'm gonna have to fire the writing staff. What do those anemic fuckwits know about dialogue anyway? I'm thinking a whole new script. More pirates, bigger explosions, you flicking a Stogie Slim into a barrel of gasoline. Marketing says that kind of action sells tickets. Here, this is for your work today. I'll be in touch once we get that script. Maybe we need more guns. Bigger guns with gold plating. Marketing will love that.
See if I can complete that quest. But where can I buy armor? This godforsaken colony. Not that I need it. Actually, is there a skill defense that makes armors? Interesting, further reducing tinkering cost to 90% for science weapons, but there's nothing like that for armor. Break down weapons and armor, repair weapons and armor, pristine, chance to extract mods, inserting a new mod, science, mechanical. Weapons, launch move speed, plus 25%, test sneak attack, ignore. Okay. Intimidate. Dodge. Dodge protection, plus 30% armor every 5 seconds. Handguns, long guns, heavy guns. This unlock time dilation, location, hit effects, Heavy weapons, critical damage, plus 50%. Reload speed criticals, hits increased rate of fire. Ignores 100% armor. Heavy. Trans heavy weapons way. It's basically the same thing. Yeah. Skills improves range, so critical chance to have the range weapons. Each point in range significantly increases the shot to go longer than heavy gun skills. 70. Well. I guess not. The enemy seeks to destroy our way of life. The centers.
Rizzo's mock apple
I
cider.
think we can both
A hard
agree that
cider
Maverick
for a
Johnston
hard
is the
life.
finest director in Halcyon.
I wonder if Halcyon Helen worked with this fool. Okay, so we got missions. I can't even find it for now. Just ignore this. It isn't bothering me. Stellar Bay.
We're now in orbit above Stellar Bay, Captain.
Armor mod increases body armor and helmet armor ratings against physical damage. Upgraded toughening. Physical armor rating 5. Buddy and Ellie, let's go. I barely used the robot. Spacer's choice. Type toothpaste. Slim and shine diet toothpaste. Okay. Let's see. Here we go. Let's see if we can do right by the workers first.
You take real good care of your pistol, Dr. Fenhill.
I oughta. It's kept me alive this long.
I mean, you treat it nice. Makes me happy to see, because I feel the same way about my wrench.
Look, it's a tool that does a job. Feelings got nothing to do with it.
Save up stash. Oh. The Yacht Club. There it is, Stellar Bay. I'm so OCD about the mute. It does work. It's screaming.
I hear those rich people in Byzantium pay a handsome bit for rat musk.
I'd give you a friend. Gosh, this old girl's in a rough way. Even old Bess in Edgewater was in better shape than this.
Hey, you want to try running a cannery with obsolete machinery? You be my guest.
Sorry, ma'am. I wasn't trying to be rude. It's just your flanging apparatus isn't making a strong flange, so your sealer isn't sealing right, and...
Oh, I see what you're saying. Huh. I'll have to try that. Anyway, what do you folks need?
See, that's the type of unique interaction I like. And I wish I could bring all my companions to get all their interactions. Me, I just need to do some digging into your office.
You got nimble fingers, Captain.
Just this durable cards. Auto man. Does he have good hacking? Riddle Ranger. .7 armor 50. D8. Power armor 77. God damn. Why their armor so high? Not that I'm complaining, but shit. Any subsequent attack made the same target while in 2D2 deals addition. What's my hack skill? 55. Oh god. It'll be a while. Can I get like a Mac? Near hostiles. Stellar Bay.
You sure have seen a lot of the colony, huh, Dr. Fenhill?
Ellie. And sure, but most of it looks the same from inside a ship.
Sorry, Dr. Ellie. Still, though, don't you find it thrilling, being in space?
Look, it's just Ellie.
Looking good in that riddled outfit, Parvati. Like Max might be having skills like Interstellar Championships. Results Rangers versus Spacers. Thank you.
Hey, Mr. Vicar. Do you ever get a little bit homesick for Edgewater? For that ocean stink?
Can't say I miss the stink or much about Edgewater, if I'm being truthful. But I'll always be grateful I lived there, for it's where I met you and our captain.
That's real sweet, Mr. Vicar. Suspiciously so.
Why suspiciously, Parvati? Don't trust him? Don't blame you. The man is a little out there. Oh, God. Please, there it is. Stella Bay.
Poor Braxton.
I don't want to... I don't want to think about it.
Thank you, Vicar Max. XP. Braxton hex files are filtered Saltuna breeding charts. Oh god. Valmont personal files are RMOS of supply contracts, order forms, spreadsheets, and financial records. Careful study of her financial reveals that for the past several years she has been slowly siphoning money from her operating budget into a personal account. You're saying you don't have enough money to pay them more, but clearly you do. Rather you would, and maybe even for repairs if you didn't siphon this off. The depth is cleverly hidden. Individual instances could be excused as rounding errors or mistakes in simple arithmetic. The sheer volume of occurrences, however, indicates deliberate intent. Alright, girl. Let's talk.
I'd give you a friendlier welcome, but I'm up to my... Unless... if Caleb wants to...
We've already lost Braxton. Can you afford to lose Caleb's entire team? I saw your accounts. You've been skimming money for years. You can't afford to pay more.
Yeah, and did you miss the part where I'm working doubles to cover for everyone who decides not to show?
Ironic, isn't it?
I'm the one who keeps this place running. That money's mine, one way or another.
That sounds remarkably like Caleb's argument.
Fine. Tell Caleb he and his team can have their raise, but I need them back here immediately. Something else on your mind?
Nope. I knew you were useful for something, Vicar. Hack is 93, my boy. Goddamn science is 83. Intimidate is 89. Persuade. Lockpick. Engineering. Alright, got 1136. Five, 2, 2, 5. Oh, look at the same. I think it's a slightly bit more. Look at that. It's quite the view. Stella Bay. Poor brush, you can see all that stuff missing. That's kind of what you get, girl. Kind of what you get.
Might I ask how you are faring, Ms. Holcomb?
I'm not winded. Honest. My, boot was untied.
You don't need to keep up appearances. You're among friends. We would never leave you behind.
Aww. Yeah, girl, you heard him.
Why don't you grab a chair?
By the smell, he's been reveling enough for you both already.
This is why I love breaking you. Your Parvati. You have all the fluid insights.
Sure thing. What did you want to discuss?
I should have brought you for this entire Monarch trip. You had interesting insight into this. You got your bill home with ability from empathize you to good pictures for myself.
Well, I'll be a Raptidon's dinner. Reckon I ought to listen to gossip more often. Here, take this as compensation. It ain't a lot, but I hope it shows how much we... Now me and my friends here better get back to work.
Definitely is
Velma
like
blows a
union reward.
fuse.
Alright. Sweet. 'Ambrose Manors. Meet some escape.
We arrived at Ambrose Manor.
Welcome to Ambrose Manor. We were not expecting company. Please follow. Do not stray from the path.
Don't worry, little fella. We're mostly law-abiding folk.
Okay, girl. Milky
Oh
Way.
no, we should check to see he's all right.
I've never seen a more effective argument against blindly following a preordained plan.
Go. Anyways, this is the layer by these machines, providing a habitable atmosphere. That goes away. This fuses. Shuts off. The house will be fine with the humans. Show off. That's just this asteroid. Sorry, shit. There's the Milky Way. Here it's like horizontal instead of just floating and not falling. It's kind of amazing. Oh, this asteroid, its geography is pretty amazing. Because from above in space it just looks like a little thing, just flat, interesting surface, but the geography is just, it's amazing. Just shows how small we are. Oh, crap. Did not mean to do that. Set over there.
Running diagnostic. Error. Diagnosing diagnostic.
Oh, we can't do anything.
Yeah.
Shit. You said you wanted help, Parvati. Come on, girl. Adreno time. Daily routines with the Tranquility Garden. Since Olivia. Fish for Mr. Harvey. Repeat. The Harvard groundskeeper is equipping grounds to keep later alone inside the manor. Everyone told me the Ambrose family keeps to themselves, but they're a bunch of hermits. They flow to one because I want to have a hobby. Mr. Harvey dropped his key card into it. He never comes looking, but I'm going in the house. Do this in research. Interesting. Interesting. Solution capture. I have to be interested. Mind attributes. But with pure melted pack ice. Caffeine drink. Definitely get me through.
This unit can't help itself.
Oh. What's this? Much of interesting. Tranquility Garden. It's a rock garden. It's beautiful. This is universe. Wait down a minute. Reflecting everything around us. It's quite beautiful. This asteroid.
Those big empty windows. It feels like the building's watching me. Oh, Law, I'm getting goosebumps.
People will go to extraordinary lengths to define themselves, won't they? This is just a facade to hide behind.
Oh, Captain, something here don't feel right.
This place has the distinct feeling of a crypt.
Trigger.
Huh? Apparently not. Well, join me for a drink, Mr. Whoever you are.
What the hell? Is that another asteroid? An inhabited asteroid? The energy shield shows on it. There's different houses and lights and... Oh, wait, is that maybe... Skilla or whatever?
So who the devil are you?
Perhaps I'm the devil. Always a possibility. Am I right? Collide Captain of the Unreliable.
You don't say. Well, make yourself at home, Captain. I'm sure we have much to discuss. Do you see that glowing chunk of space rock? That's Gorgon. My birthright, my burden, and the bane of my existence.
Oh,
I
that's cool.
hate to drink alone, and this is my third. So join me in raising a glass. To Gorgon.
Gorgon? Sounds like Gorgon. So that rock's Gorgon, or Gorgon. What the hell am I? Are you Mini Ambrose? You want to toast the asteroid? To Gorgon.
To Gorgon. May cosmic winds shepherd her to the nearest star. I'm Wilhelmina Ambrose, but you can keep it short and call me Minnie. Now, what brings you to my house, handsome? I take it you didn't come all this way for the beverages, the starry skies, or the pleasant company.
I'm here about a severed arm. Just seeing the sights, roaming the colony, you know how it is.
A severed arm? How positively ghoulish. You know this is a private residence, not a curio shop?
Mm-hmm. That's the name of Lucky Montoya meaning. It is almost with a portable phonograph that mentions you by name. Lucky Montoya, the arm is sinking. You're staying at my ship. Just here to find out why.
Lucky? Oh dear. He's my personal freelancer. My private investigator. I sent Lucky on a dangerous mission to the Gorgon asteroid. Whoever found his remains must have wanted to inform the next of kin. What a time for his luck to run out. We were in the middle of something grand, and I really can't afford another setback.
Guess you need me to finish whatever Lucky started.
Excellent deduction. I can tell I found the right man for the job. How would you like to be my new freelancer? There's been a recent vacancy, and I think you're well suited to the job.
You offer work to everyone who breaks into your home? Must be some kind of Byzantine tradition I ain't know about.
I don't believe you thought this through. Or much else, for that matter.
I'm looking for someone rough around the edges. A gorgeous, dashing scoundrel type. Incidentally, someone good with their hands.
Gorgeous. Give me the details and I'll let you know. Luckily, it might wind up like old freelancer. Are you seriously offering me the dead guy's job? Gorgeous.
I like my employees well-groomed. Appearances are everything in high society.
How likely am I to wind up like you? Are you looking for a hired gun or a runaway model?
I'm looking for both. Remember, I'm rich enough that I can afford to be choosy. And I choose you, dear Captain.
What am I, a Pokemon?
Allow me to lay out the facts, and you can decide for yourself if you want to be my chief investigator.
Oh, God.
My mother, Dr. Olivia Ambrose, worked for Spacer's Choice at the Gorgon Research Facility. She was brilliant, the top scientist in her field, Until tragedy struck.
I'm not surprised. Spacer's Choice is one big accident waiting to happen.
I wish I could say otherwise. One day, Spacer's Choice shut down all research and evacuated Gorgon. Everyone had to scramble or risk getting left behind. It was chaos. Employees fled for their lives. Mother never made it home.
Oh boy.
I'm told she wasn't the only casualty that fateful day. Thank you. Ambrose ladies are supposed to be resilient to the unexpected, but this was especially hard on me. Mother's name has since been dragged through the mud. Spacer's Choice blames her for the collapse of Project Gorgon, and I just know they're lying.
I see. I really like the RTS. Yes. Stick to the basics. What do you need before? Sounds like she was the corporation's patsy. What did you say about her?
Everything you can imagine and more. Dereliction of duty, circulating anti-corporate memos, taking longer than average coffee breaks. The list goes on. Mother would not have allowed Project Gorgon to fail. Something happened on that asteroid, and my family took the fall for it.
Well, tell me about your mother.
I admired Mother, but we weren't close. She disapproved of everything about me, really. I couldn't measure up to her example. She didn't make time for us. I remember thinking that she never wanted a child, and never forgave me for being one, naive and irresponsible as I was.
Maybe there's another move. Yikes, what did she want? A fully grown lab assistant?
I don't know what would have made Mother happy. After a while, I stopped trying to find out.
Did you two ever get along? So Gorgon pulled you apart. So she was pretty concerned about her work.
We weren't terribly close to begin with, I'm afraid. But that accursed asteroid certainly didn't improve our relations. Mother and Gorgon were made for each other. I had the misfortune to be stuck in the middle.
And yet you're trying to find out what happened and restore her name. What a good daughter. I don't know. What do you think happened on Gorgon?
I don't know. And Spacer's Choice won't say. They don't discuss anything that tarnishes their brand.
They are a corporation.
Gorgon has a dark history. The project fell apart. Personnel were shuffled across the system. With Mother gone, now I'm all that's left.
Where's your father in all of this?
Father lost more than his job on Gorgon. I'll say no more than that.
Guess he's dead.
The asteroid may look like a glittering jewel, but I assure you the resemblance ends there. Gorgon is poisonous to the core. One might even say cursed.
And you want me to
I need your help, Captain. Project Gorgon killed Mother and disgraced the Ambrose name, and no one has been held accountable. Spacer's Choice buried the past like a dirty secret.
You lost one gut scar. What makes you think I'll do any better? Are you interested in justice, revenge, or both?
Neither. It's vindication I want. Whatever happened on Gorgon wasn't Mother's fault. I simply need the evidence to prove it. We're going to drag the truth, kicking and screaming, into the light. Even if it means bringing ruin and humiliation to Spacer's Choice. All the evidence I need should be in Mother's journal. You can find it in her office on Gorgon, in the heart of the old research facility.
Perhaps then you can put your mother's ghost to rest.
You do all that for me? I was hoping you'd take the job, but I didn't expect you to care. I believe you're the first person to ever side with me against the corporation. It's a refreshing change.
Not a
When
fan
you
of
reach
corpse.
Gorgon, pack a weapon you trust.
I experienced life
The
on Earth
corporate
before this
lockdown hasn't
corporate
stopped the
crap. Although
wilderness
it's not
from
too much better
swarming in
there,
through the
but
cracks.
still. Access to bigger history. To know there's something better. Something more. What can I expect to face on Gorgon?
There's a little saloon near Gorgon's landing pad, the Sprat Shack. Lucky was renting a room, so if you want to follow his trail...
Oh, you think maybe they got a little mascot? Like a sprat in a tiny hat?
Just so we understand each other, money is no object. I'm willing to squander the family fortune if you get me what I want. Between your payment and any salvage you happen across, you'll walk away from this rich enough to buy a mansion of your own. How does that sound?
Sounds good. It better not be 5,000 bits. It better be like 100 or 500k or something. Other than that's a mansion. It should be 1,000,000 bits. Music to my ears. There's always a catch.
The catch? No one's ever done this before, and the only person who tried is a corpse. Here's your nav key, Captain. Safe travels. Spacer's Choice should be the one apologizing, but... Thank you. Sincerely. A word of advice before you go, Captain. Trust no one. Mother's office is in the heart of the Gorgon facility. You're free to salvage anything that isn't nailed down. I only want what's mine.
Mysterious heiress, unexpected gainful employment. It's like something out of a detective serial.
Don't worry about us. We're well versed in helping ourselves to anything that's not nailed down.
I see. Let us go then. Interesting. Sweet home Alabama, all summer long. She is. Man, this mansion needs some. She gonna sell it? Oh, damn it. I guess they saw no point in it because it's so short. And I don't blame him, but still, lazy.
Weary.
Against all odds, the unreliable takes flight.
I am a dirty, autonomous digital astrogator, Sam. I haven't cleaned my internals in ages. Can you hardly process the sheer quantity of dust built up in there? Tell me you've seen worse. We'll continue this later. Welcome back, Captain. How... I request...
Ambush Manor. Gorgon.
We are now in orbit above Gorgon.
That must be Ambush Manor right there. That must be Gorgon that she was looking out at. Oh no, their manor is like another asteroid. Good God, Mr. Pyler Research Facility. Awesome and long.
We'll be here. Captain?
Gorgon.
Is that an Apex Mark V queso atmospheric dome? I've never seen one in person. Magnificent.
Right. Dome, atmospheric dome. Don't even know what that means. Oh, there's her mansion. This thing is moving, so does it eventually move the other way and you can't see it no more? I'm here. Damn, brother. fudge. Multiple. And even this asteroid, which is small, it's so small because we're human. Boom. Gorgon. Damn, it's big. Got all this here. Got all this here. Got all this here. Got this. Got that. Got this. Got that. Wow. I'm gonna be here for a minute.
If you need them, no one lasts long on Gorgon unprepared. You looking for supply, stranger? Let's stock up here. If you run low on bullets out in Gorgon's far reaches, there ain't no one around here liable to help you out. Let me know if you're looking.
So this is Gorgon.
You mean you came out to this asteroid without knowing nothing about it? Me too. Heard it was wild here and couldn't resist. Trouble is, if you wander off to somewhere you oughtn't be, like way out in Gorgon's farthest reaches, odds are slimmer of your bits finding their way to my pockets. If you want my advice, stick close to the Sprat Shack, unless you fancy having your limbs torn off and eaten.
What's there life on this asteroid? Like, animal life that can do that to you?
All right. Just be sure you watch out for the marauders. You watch out for marauders, Mance, and Charles from accounting. Only the meanest marauder on Gorgon, and also anywhere else. That man is crazier than a bag of canids and twice as likely to bite. He will bust your head open like an overripe mock apple if he so much as sees you. I ain't joking. He'll snap you in half like stale bread noodles.
Oh boy. Welcome to try.
No, you don't get it. Charles from accounting is like... Imagine if you took 3 of the most howling...
0 times 3 is still 0.
I don't think you can really quantify folks' strength in that manner, Captain.
You ain't listening to me, huh? Well, I warned you. Yeah?
What did you say he was again?
The Marauder camp way out to the east. That's what I heard it. And I sure hope you're asking so you can keep us safe. Huh? Oh, you don't gotta worry about that. It's got something to do with that scrapped Spacer's Choice project from way back. Damn alarm's been hollering at us for 5 years if it's been a day. You know, I don't dream anymore. It's all, please evacuate in an orderly fashion.
Damn. 5 years? I'm surprised y'all ain't insane. Or try to turn it off.
I won't stop you if you want to have a go at it. But so you know, it's gonna take more than giving that control terminal a good old-fashioned pummeling. I know, because even Von Hoffman couldn't bash it in. And I seen that tough son of a gun throw man clean across the Sprat Shack one time like he were a toss ball.
You tell me about Project Gorgon.
Only that Spacer's Choice shut it down in a big hurry. From what I heard, some of their folks got left behind even. Don't seem like the project ended well.
What have you got for sale?
Found a pickaxe in the mine.
East. Probably somewhere out here. God damn, Gorgon is huge. That might be a research facility right there. Shipping and receiving. Sprat Shack. Oh, there's the Sprat. Anthracene unimproved.
Come here. Let's have a chat. All right, inspection time. Look at my eyes for as long as you can without blinking. Starting... Good. Look up. Now look down. You're doing swell. Good enough for me. You're cleared to pass. That was a sanity check. If you had changed like the others, it'd be in your eyes. You'd also be drooling, cursing, and making a mess of the place. Welcome to the Sprat Shack. You can head on down...
Yeah, what do you mean that people have changed?
Every day, salvagers and scrappers set out to comb the ruins and make their fortune. The ones who come back, they aren't always the same men or women who left. They change. Never for the better.
What exactly happens when people change?
First, they get real twitchy and paranoid, shouting at folks who aren't there. Then they smell like they soiled themselves, on account of how they soiled themselves. After that, they're gone. Nothing but animals wearing human skin. Seen it happen myself. It's never pretty.
What exactly am I?
This is the Sprat Shack, the most remote watering hole in the system. Rule number 1, no fighting. Rule number 2, wipe your feet on the way downstairs. We're the only hospitable place on this rock. I want to keep it that way. That's why we have rule number 3. When people change, they stay outside, where they belong. Just don't...
What do you do around here?
Bouncer, bodyguard, law enforcer. I make sure the Sprat Shack gets only the highest caliber of clientele.
That's us.
Yes, your presence screams high class.
We get a lot of brand-loyal corporate types, and a lot of cutthroat freelancer types. Both sides have their share of dirty scoundrels. And I hate dirt.
People come to the Sprat Shack.
This is a sublight bar, so most of our regulars come to plunder the old labs. The facility's locked up behind miles of red tape, so progress is slow. A lot of time to drink and reevaluate, then venture out and
try again. What do you know about Gorgon?
Something bad happened here. Spacer's Choice was developing chemicals. The kind with nasty side effects. Marauders outnumber the rest of us 10 to 1. Either they came from Gorgon, or something draws them here.
Marauders, oh.
I don't know which is... This place is under a dark cloud, stranger. That's all I know. If you want the...
Thank you.
Stay cool.
Thank you.
Oh, this looks just like one of those bars in the detective serials.
A true den of iniquity. How refreshing.
Huh.
You're a humbug, Trixie, and worse, a thief.
I can't steal what's lawfully mine, you tangle-footed dimwit. Bring it.
That was my salvage, Trixie. You had no right to it then, and you've no right to it now.
Oh boy.
I risked my life sneaking around Marauders to claim that wreck. And I didn't see your name on it.
Now you've done it. Eat fist!
All right, that's enough! This is a family establishment! You want to make a mess? You make it outside!
But this was personal, Lex. It's a question of salvage. That wreck was gonna make me a fortune.
Not to Lex, you get no tavern call around here.
That's what I've been trying to tell him, but he won't listen.
It's the same fight every day. 5 years we've been at this, and we still can't agree on how to properly tag salvage. Now you two listen, this is my place. While you're in the Sprat Shack, you'll sit quietly, or I'll forbid you to come here at all. Is that understood?
Fair's fair. I'll have a stout, and we'll settle this later on our own terms.
It's no good to leave a fight unresolved. If I don't do something, these two are gonna be at each other's throat.
You could have it if you like.
You do that for me?
Sure, it's the kind of thing I do for everyone.
I appreciate it all the same. You'll be paid for... Freddy, Trixie, go on and make your case to the generous stranger.
I'll start, seeing as I'm the one who's been most wronged in this equation.
You look like that guy from Next Generation who was stuck in that frozen chamber from the first season. And he had a Western accent. State your names for the tavern.
Oh, very formal. Freddy the Scab,
Yeah.
freelancer for sublight salvage and shipping. Same as my father before me.
Junkyard Trixie, also a salvage freelancer, though I've been at it longer than Freddy.
So, just up the road and due east of here, there's a shipwreck lodged in the mountainside, right? I staked my claim on that wreck. Then I wandered in for a drink. An hour later, Trixie swaggers in bragging about her.
How did you mark your claim?
I climbed on top of it and called out in my loudest voice, "Finders keepers!"
Dude.
I don't know about legal, but it's legit by sublight standards. Assuming anyone was around to hear it, which we...
Someone must have heard me. They just ain't brave enough to step...
When I found the shipwreck, there were no salvage mark. See, the whole area was teeming with bloodthirsty marauders. So I snuck around and added my tag, clear as day, so no drunken idiots could claim the salvage out from under me, Freddy.
For the record, when I heard the marauders coming, I left. Trixie must have set her mark down after me.
Quit leading the prosecution, Hullhead. Anyway, that's my story, sir.
You're very respectful, Trixie. I mean, y'all both probably did legitimately claim it. Him before you. But shouting it sublight, it's not even sublight territory, so I don't know if it's legit. I think having the bit of marking is more legit in this situation. Yeah.
I drew next in the dirt, with my toe.
Oh my god. Nothing on the salvage. Oh, just very well admit.
Wouldn't surprise me in the least, but that doesn't mean it ain't mine.
None of your claims.
In all my years, I've never heard a more contentious
None
argument.
of your marking
I
is
don't envy your
permanent,
shoulders for
or at
bearing the
least
weight of
strong to
responsibility.
last. They're very
You've heard it
ephemeral.
from them both.
Freddy claimed the salvage. It's his by law. It's by law. These idiots don't know how to type salvage, so I won no one's favor. Yeah, I couldn't agree.
That ain't no kind of fair.
He ain't even from around here, Lex.
Oh god.
Here's a six-pack
Now
on the
y'all
house,
question my
plus your
legitimacy.
fee. Maybe now we'll finally get some peace around here for a change.
Does this happen often?
A little too often, if you ask me. But that's the sublight way. Anything worth doing is worth fighting over.
Glad to be a service.
Come and chat if you're ever feeling thirsty.
That's my captain.
Very diplomatic, Captain. Though fighting would be preferable to another conversation such as that.
Yeah, I agree.
Sorry about Freddy and Trixie. When they're not fighting over salvage, they're fighting over the bed sheets at night.
Store a couple.
They like to blow off steam during work hours, but as soon as they clock out, they turn into a pair of kittens. Welcome to the Sprat Shack. First one's on the house, and I won't even water it down. What'll it be?
Whiskey, I'm feeling fine.
Bottoms up. I assume you're here for salvage.
Actually, I came for a journal.
Can't help you there. This ain't exactly a library. Most of my regulars are sublight scavengers. They pick over the ruins of Gorgon, spend their earnings at the bar, and head back out the next day. Vicious cycle, but that's life.
How much more salvage
You're
can
the first
they
new face I've seen in a
confiscate from
while.
this place? What do you know about Gorgon?
Spacer's Choice used to brew pharmaceuticals in these parts. That's why the asteroid smells like an old gym sock. They say Adrenatime came from here, just down the road at the old R&D lab. Very hush-hush back in the day.
But any of your regulars have been from your Gorgon. Any idea what's to shut down Gorgon?
I doubt anyone knows the full story. One day the evacuation order went out. Grunts and lab coats scrambled to get anywhere but Gorgon. And the weirdest thing of all, Adrenatime still hit the market. Me, I never touched the stuff. To each their own, but I think it's dangerous. I doubt it. And the damn right we are. We've got drugs, scrap metal, prototype weapons. When Spacer's Choice evacuated, everyone dropped their gear and ran. Most of it stayed where it fell, and all of it is up for grabs. Of course, the real treasure is whatever's locked up in the old facility. Until someone figures a way to crack it open, we're just sifting through dirt. Roscoe might tell you more. He spent some time around here before the bar opened up. I trust him well enough. There's always Leonora, my favorite customer over in the storage room on the second floor. Keeps to herself and always closes out her tab. He's been here since opening day. I think he told me he was some kind of journalist. He got left behind when Spacer's Choice pulled out. And I guess no one's coming to get him. Roscoe's drinks are on the house. We all know how it feels to get left behind. He'll be all right. He's with the family now, and we take care of our own. He didn't tell me, and I didn't ask. I'm his bartender, not his human resources rep. If you believe the chatter, a lot of good folks got left behind, and a lot of bad folks made it out. Sometimes that's all there is to it.
What about Leonora?
Nice lady. Been coming around a lot these past few months. She isn't with Sublight, but seems to know the lay of the land better than anyone. She spends most of her days drinking alone. I think she's looking to hire someone. If you're open to a side gig.
Do you know she spoke with Lucky Montoya?
You know Lucky? Small asteroid. Now that you mention it, I thought I saw those two sharing stories over a pint. Didn't think twice about it. I don't speak ill of the dead, but Leonora deserves better company. That Lucky was no good for her.
So you knew Lucky. He's dead now.
Lucky? Sure, I knew him. He could get a little dramatic at times, but he was a good guy. Heard he took on a dangerous job. Spent a lot of time coming and going from the Office of Creative Incubation, just down the road.
Office of Creative.
That's where the top rungers at Spacer's Choice came up with slogans of marketing. Lucky never told me why it was so important. Awful shame about what happened to him.
Forget the story. Where was Lucky staying? What happened?
You really want to hear my story? Law, most everyone around here is sick to death of it by now. Last I saw of Lucky was a few days ago. I went outside for a smoke and a stroll, and I saw this wild canid dragging a bloody limb. So I kicked the canid, scared it off.
Go on.
Get this. The canid was chewing on an honest-to-law human arm. Lucky's arm.
How'd you not belong to Lucky?
I'm a bartender. Attention to detail is my middle name. Anyway, the arm was clutching a phonograph that mentioned someone named Alex Hawthorne. I did some poking around, and this Hawthorne has a reputation among the salvagers who frequent the bar. So I packaged up the arm nice and tidy and sent it care of the Halcyon Parcel Service. They even gave me a discount on the hazardous waste removal stamp. I figured Hawthorne would want to know what happened to his pal. Help Lucky get his affairs in order, you know. Oh, I hate to see people go with unfinished business.
You're a good person, Lex. I like you. I made it.
No kidding. And now you're here? Colony feels smaller than you'd think some days. I'm glad I was here to see this confluence of events, you know? The stars really aligned on this one. And here I am, smack dab in the middle.
Where was he staying?
3rd floor. Once I figured he wasn't coming back to pay his tab, I left his room unlocked to air it out. You can help yourself to anything you left behind. fair warning, I've been letting the regulars use it for a quick lie down. Just wash your hands when you're done. Trust me.
Oh boy. Where you run this place?
Yes and no. The Sprat Shack used to be a shipping and receiving warehouse during the old Project Gorgon days. When Spacer's Choice pulled their guys off-world, Sublight moved in to salvage what we could, and they put me in charge.
So Sublight owns the Sprat Shack now?
Yes and no. We're doing a lot more than squatting. We're classing up the joint, keeping the riffraff outside where it belonged. They didn't even serve drinks until I arrived. Talk about wasted potential.
So now you guys own it.
Yes and no. Rumor has it there's a Sprat wandering around the Groundbreaker, and he's the legal owner of the Sprat Shack. Hagen's idea.
Do you ask why the Sprat owns the bar?
See, Hagen didn't want a paper trail that led back to her, so she gave the bar to the Sprat. If there were any legal problems with this place, the Sprat would do the time.
Most businesses in Halcyon are run by Sprats, but this is the first I've heard of it being openly acknowledged.
You think a Sprat could own Edgewater? Oh, imagine one wearing Mr. Thompson's little hat.
Anyway, that's what the paperwork says. I don't make the rules.
How would you even know what Sprat is the right one?
Easy. His name's Matt. The beautiful thing is, no one could tell Matt Sprat apart from an ordinary vermin. I think that's kind of the point, to send the authorities on a wild Sprat chase.
Guess I'll try not to step on him if it happened to be in the Groundbreaker.
Never thought about that. Shit, someone could have eaten my boss. As far as business arrangements go, this one's a head-scratcher, but they say it's all above board, so that's what matters. Yes. And no. Again, that one was Hagen's idea. She told me that speaking in vague terms keeps you out of trouble. Thirsty people come and go from all over the colony, mostly on the way to somewhere better. Some are well-connected, and not everyone pays with bits. That's how we get the unconventional goods anyhow. Sublight keeps us well-stocked with the essentials, by which I mean booze.
I see. I'll have to take a...
Or maybe a...
Sprat pie. Gas armor.
Do you think the folks here like strangers? Because some of them are looking at us like, maybe not.
Surprisingly.
Huh, who's this now? Wonder if they could... Nah, who am I kidding?
Sprats everywhere.
Jerome would have loved this place. You don't look like one of the salvagers, no? Don't really seem like the type. You've got the look of someone who's traveled far to get here, and whose journey is far from over.
Any chance you've seen a journal around these parts?
You're kidding, right? This rock is littered with so many journals, logs, and phonographs you could open a library. I don't know if you're bound for the old ruins, but in case you are, can you look into something? I'd do it myself, but of course, the Marauders would eat me alive. Looking for something out there. Been paying Sublight to help me, but they haven't made much progress. It is to me, but apparently it's junk to Sublight. My husband and I worked on Gorgon during the good times. Jerome was on maintenance duty. I cleaned out test tubes till they sparkled. That was above my pay grade. But it didn't take a genius to figure out the higher-ups were working on something big. Months after I got out, I saw the advertisements for Adrena Time. I just knew. This is it, Leonora. It was all for this. Nowhere good, that's for sure. In his final hours, Gorgon was a war zone. Violence broke out in the labs. The hills were full of marauders. You couldn't take a leisurely stroll without an armed escort. When the order came through to evacuate, non-essential personnel drew a lottery to see who would board the first wave of ships. Jerome won. I lost. As soon as I wasn't looking, Jerome switched our tickets and pushed me to the front of the line. I got to leave. Jerome stayed behind. I never saw him again.
Yes, we're back here. So what brings you back to Gorgon? Let me guess, now you're here to find him.
You're a quick study. This place is greedy. It took my Jerome, and it would have taken me too. I just want one thing back. His old hip flask. I gave it to him the day we signed our marriage contract, and he carried it wherever he went. I know it's still here.
What do you think happened to Jerome?
No point in denying it. He died on this rock. Likely torn apart by marauders, unless he took care of himself on his own terms. I don't like to imagine what happened. You'd really do that for me? Law. And I'll bet you're worth 10 of those sublights, Brad. I don't have much, but if you help... Jerome used to drink with his buddies in a small kitchen opposite the maintenance shed. Might be a good place to check first. Yeah?
Do you know Lucky Montoya?
That old flirt? Yeah, I let him buy me a drink or two. He talked my ear off about exciting jobs he'd done. All lies, I'm sure. He fell asleep with his head on my shoulder. That man had baggage like you wouldn't believe. I didn't think anyone could be lonelier than me.
Damn, bro. Did he mention anything about the Gorgon research facility? Was he depressed?
He put on quite a front, but I think he was weary. Like he'd seen too much and had too little to show for it. Guess we were kindred spirits in a way.
Damn.
He bragged
Hopefully
about
he's in a better
having the key
place.
to some sort of maintenance area in one of the old buildings. I never saw it, so I just assumed he was talking himself up. He also asked if I wanted to see something gross and slimy he kept in his room, but I declined, politely. He put... Sure thing. The lab coats kept quiet about the project, but the air was charged with excitement. They wanted to change the world. A 10-fold boost to worker productivity with no side effects? Who? I don't know what went wrong, but when the shit hit the fan, it sprayed everyone in its...
Okay. Thank you.
What have you got there? Adrena Time, I think. I found some in an old busted crate.
Requires code to unlock. Give case notes. Day 1 Space Destroyers may have left in a hurry, but they didn't forget to lock the doors and they were out. Most of the facilities filled up tighter than a top rung safe. Tended to some digging. Caught a break today. Mass manager claims to be a salesman for Space Destroyers who may key to the office of creative incubation. Let's just say this guy's about to consider this brat in a business factory, but I'm spending many minutes, so I can't afford to take a chance. It worked, Clarence, mostly, where we were drinking to you tonight. Olivia Ambrose's office and journal ought to be in the synthesis and manufactory factory center of the benefits sealed up and at the end of the canyon. The good news is I should be able to open it from the Bigwig's admin terminal in OIC. OIC is reliable rockets, but a few other fleets to chase down. Could be nothing, but my gut tells me there's more to this place than a missing journal. Time to turn over a few rocks and see what crawls out. I'm leaving the OIC key in the safe. The combo is 4815.
Won't they stick the preservative in before or after the eye comes out?
If I'm not mistaken, and I can't believe I'm about to say this, That eye might be the key Lucky mentioned. What strangeness have we involved ourselves in here?
Someone's in here. Oh, lol. It's coming back up again.
So...
Holy shit, a fresh face. Haven't seen your like in years.
Shit, are you the
Don't know
dad
what
of that
brought you to the
security
most
guard from
dangerous corner of the
Paradise?
solar system, pal. But you're
You
welcome
look
here.
just like him, just older.
Oh, you talked to Lex yet? She tell you to keep it civil? You wouldn't guess to talk to her, but that lady's got a mean left hook.
Talk to her. She mentioned you were some kind of journalist.
Some kind. Yeah, that's a good way to put it. Got into reporting thinking I was gonna be some sort of public intellectual. What a joke. Spent 95% of my time playing stenographer to the board, and the rest writing puff pieces on the chairman's latest beard trim. Real life and death shit. When the project fell apart, Spacer's Choice refused to extract me. They left me here to rot. Listen, I hate asking for handouts, but my back's against the wall here. If you're going back out there, do you think you'd be willing to do an old bastard a small favor?
Can join me.
I prefer to think of it more as a way of life than a job.
Well, I've been trying to get away from this rock for 5 lobby-fucked years, but I can't stay gone.
Why is that?
Told you I was a journalist, right? I was here on a story back when Project Gorgon was active. I was doing an interview series for Spacer's Choice. Recorded them all on these little portable phonographs. But when everything fell to shit, Spacer's Choice wouldn't let me leave. Terms of my reporting contract unmet, they said. Right on the money. Look at me, I'm no fighter. I've never even touched a gun. But you're just the right amount of rough around the edges. Help me get my recordings back so I can finally get the hell out of here.
So lucky day, Roscoe. I'll get those recordings for you.
No shit? That's downright civilized of you. All right. One of them I stashed in the Office of Creative Incubation, in the projector room on the 3rd floor. I gave another to my friend Birdie to keep in her apartment, just outside OCI's upper entrance.
Got it. Next.
You'll find another in the chem lab. It's in the main lab storage room.
Damn, bro. Why you put it on all the places? Go hide your record.
Didn't have much of a choice. The primals had gotten loose, couple of them were chasing me. The recordings just ended up wherever I hid. The final one is in human inquiry and auditing. It's tucked behind a pipe in observation room B.
So I'm not seeing you.
What with the test subjects running loose, the researchers were surprisingly unobservant.
Sorry.
That's more than I've been able to hope for in years. Thank you.
You're Electric flank. Oh boy, playing cards. What is Brad's freaking... Anyways. Gorgon. Gorgon. Side quest, good. Here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Why don't I do this? Go do this. Go there. Go there. Okay.
Don't you worry, Mr. Lucky Spirit. We're gonna finish your work and put you to rest, good and proper.
Well, let's just hope we're luckier than Lucky was.
Oh, I love bringing Parvati. He's such a good person. This shithole system. Oh, beautiful. There's the mansion where she's standing and watching. Good. Take a picture of that. Oh. Here we go.
This dilapidated state of existence awaits all Halcyon if the board persists in their reckless disregard for anything but profit.
Yep. They just abandon and leave it like this. Oh, this wasted material. Let's be reused. The hell? How do I get up there? Question is, how do I get in there?
Quietly now.